We go through puberty and everybody's happy and excited and you can't wait. And then you go through pregnancy and it's parties. You go through menopause and nobody wants to hear about it.
They said, we'll
More than 1 billion women worldwide will be in menopause by 2025. The M Factor, Shredding the Silence on Menopause, is a groundbreaking new documentary addressing some of the questions that have long plagued women, as well as changes that need to be made, especially in the workplace. One of the executive producers is award-winning journalist, menopause advocate, and social media's midlife mentor, Tamsin Fadal. She has a new book also coming out next year. It's called How to Menopause, Take Charge of Your Health, Reclaim Your Life, and Feel Even Better Than Before. But she is here to talk to us about not just the book, but also this documentary. First of all, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, you know, there are so many issues that affect women's health, and I'm wondering why you chose menopause as one of the main things that people need to be talking about.
Yeah, I think menopause chose me, actually. I was a news anchor for a long time, and I was sitting on the news desk one night in 2019, and I just had something come over me. I had an immense hot flash from the inside, though I didn't know it was a hot flash at the time. Heart palpitations, and I felt like I was going to fall over. And I said in the studio, if I fall over, somebody catch me. One of my coworkers escorted me to the bathroom, and I laid down on the floor, and I thought, am I having a heart attack? I don't know what's going on. I went doctor to doctor after that, and I finally ended up with a note in my patient portal after some blood work that said, in menopause, any questions? I had tons of questions that I had no idea about. And it really led me down a road of trying to figure out how to stop suffering, try to understand how to stop playing whack-a-mole with my symptoms. And then I realized that my story was not unique. 1 billion women globally were going through the same thing, and we had very, very few answers.
Yeah, and it's so true. The story that you described, so many women described something similar, like nobody could tell me what was wrong with me. I went to 3-4 different doctors, and then realized that I was going through menopause. So talk to me about the sort of advice that you're giving women in the book and in the documentary.
Yeah, absolutely. I think first of all, it's so important for women to realize they're not alone in this and they don't have to suffer and they don't have to struggle. And that's the most important thing. That's really the reason for the documentary, is to galvanize women around the world to make sure we normalize the conversation, give them free access to this information so they can find solutions, and realize that everybody's experience is different. There are 34 plus symptoms of menopause. So my advice, first of all, is to make sure that if you are experiencing some of these symptoms, that you make sure talk to a doctor and advocate for yourself, and do not allow yourself to be turned away by somebody telling you it's all in your head and that, it'll be okay, this will pass, it's just your age, because that, first of all, is not okay. Second, I think we have to look at a lot of the lifestyle changes. There's no question about that. The book goes into that in more detail. The documentary touches on them. But I think what the documentary really does is make sure women understand options of hormone therapy and whether or not that's an option for them, because it's something a lot of women don't understand, myself included. I had no idea. I lost a mother to breast cancer, so I had a lot of fears about it, and I just didn't understand the misinformation that was out there.
Yeah. If folks want to watch the documentary, I know it's on PBS, but there's other ways that they can get it too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's pbs.org as well. But you know what we wanted to do? It was really important for women to have access to this. So we have been licensing out the documentary for free in communities all over the country. And then we started getting outreach from around the world. So we have about 600 screenings that are lined up around the world right now, globally, where women can bring the documentary into their own communities. So they come together, whether it's groups of 10 or it's groups of 1,800 in one case, where they rent out theaters to come together and not just watch the film, but have the conversation and have that support group afterwards, which has just been incredible to watch, really incredible, because I think that a support system is the most important thing you can have, because if you feel like you're alone in this, it's going to be very, very difficult. And that's what we're here for.
And talking about it makes a difference. Okay, the book is coming out in just the next few months, right?
It is. It is. It's on pre-order right now. So in the meantime, we're giving out a lot of different resources that people can have while they're waiting for it, to make sure that they're not suffering and they have some answers. And then the book comes out officially March 25th, 2025.
All right. Good luck to you as one of your followers on social media. That's me. Thank you for joining us today. All right. We'll talk to you again soon. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, again, that book And that documentary, there's the information on your screen, the M Factor film and the TamsinFidel.com website. And of course, you can find her on social, and there's the book for you. We'll be right back, everybody.